first it was a little bit scary, thinking that's a lot of people to bring onto the county. We already have our own county level offenders, but to bring those from the state seemed like it was going to be a bit overwhelming.
My first thought was, oh my gosh, this is going to be a lot. And my second thought was, great challenge.
Of course, the county had a plan that I didn't, and they hired enough people to go ahead and take care of these offenders.
AB 109, the realignment, allowed us to hire a lot more staff. We hired approximately 90 probation officers, which brought caseloads down to smaller sizes. So officers were able to get to know their offenders. It wasn't just an assembly line of people coming through. And we formed what we call our PAT team, Probation Apprehension Team. And that team is responsible for going out when people abscond, get warrants, to really working those cases and bringing those people into custody. So it's that balance, working with the ones that want to work with us, making the resources available.
So when they come in to get their terms and conditions of probation, they're also offered a variety of services where they can get everything here that the county would have to offer, and they don't have to go to all the other places.
Because offenders get frustrated, so if you have them going to 15 different places and waiting an hour or two at each, they're not going to make it.
So what kinds of things have they been helping you with here?
They help me out with the EBT, food stamps. They help me out with the place to live, halfway house to live in, bus passes. They are real friendly. They help me to stay out of prison.
I've been to prison 6 times, 5 violations. I'm finally tired of going in and out, and so I got myself enrolled in GED, and that's where they're helping me. They're paying for my GED and schooling.
Everything that you need is all in one building. We have no excuse to say we can't get to such and such place, such and such place. Workforce, they've helped me as far as resume, and what I've learned, because I've been on parole before, I'm not just a number. When we come up here, we don't tell them our CDC number. We tell them our name. And that to me makes a big difference. I made some wrong decisions in my life. They caused the consequences that I did. But you know what? I'm still a human being, and I'm learning from that.
I think it's pretty interesting that she said that. So I think that it's important that they all know that they are people, and we know they're people, and we continue to treat them as people.
If you show people a little bit of respect and allow them to keep their dignity, it means so much to them, and they are so much more willing to work with you and to work for themselves, that when you strip all that away. And when you make somebody just a number, you're defeating them, their self-esteem.
We really do make an effort to treat people with customer service, to work with them, to go the extra mile if they're willing to go the extra mile. If someone's motivated and wants to change their ways, we will meet them in the middle and try to make that happen for them.
It's been a struggle for me. I have a drug use problem, and they really just showed that they've cared. I'm actually about to finish the program, and that's something I've never done before. And it feels really good to know that, I have people that care about me,
I had been involved with another program, SB 678, and one of the successes we had was the relationship that was developed between the offender and the probation officer, and that was through small caseloads, probation officers being involved in facilitating groups and having that interaction with the offender that traditionally we hadn't had.
We have supervision units for the 109.
What we've done is broken the traditional paradigm of having the offender come into the office, and we're going to the home, and that's where the majority of our contacts are.
They are seeing these people where they're staying, they're visiting them unannounced. They send 2 or 3 officers at a time to the residence. Not all the times will they do a thorough search and a complete search of where they're staying and their property, but they are there, they're present, they have them report to the office regularly. We are seeing them in the field, we are seeing them at their programs, we are seeing them, as I said, unannounced at their residence or where they're staying. We're there to give them rides if they need rides to programs. We're very visible with them.
And what that does is allow the staff to see what environment the person's living in, what the needs are, what they're dealing with on a daily basis. And by doing that, they're able to formulate a plan along with the offender how to address those issues, how to provide for the basic needs.
The probation department here has been just wonderful to work with. I mean, anything that's been a real problem or an issue for me, they stayed with it until they found solutions.
We recently had a home we went to where it was the offender, his girlfriend, and 2 young children living in a very small trailer. There were no beds in the house. We went out and bought 2 twin beds and took them to the house so the kids would have something to sleep in. When we do things like that and the younger people in the house see, they treat us different and they'll respond to us different, which allows us the opportunity to have more success.
It takes a lot of teamwork, working with each other, working with people from other departments and coming together to offer all of these services.
We provide a lot of classes here. Our workforce development has classes that teach offenders how to prepare a resume, how to interview at a job, how to overcome the difficult question of, have you ever been convicted of a felony?
Right now I am, presently employed. I'm working with a realty company. A lot of the things is the opportunities. It's awesome. It was awesome, just to get back, get our lives back on track. And the program's real good. Built the resume, built, our character up.
It's an investment. We can keep locking them up. It's not going to do any good. That's what statistics have shown. Or we can put the resources in, but the payoff for us is when they become law-abiding citizens, get jobs, paying taxes, able to support themselves. We succeeded.
The payoff is great in terms of the folks, if they do change their behaviors.
What I've learned here at the classes we take, it's tools that I use every day. It's made a huge difference in my life, my attitude, my way of thinking, everything, my behavior, everything. I'm a completely different person just because of the 2 classes that I take here, 3 hours a day, 2 days a week.
It's sound economics. Invest a little, get a lot of return, rather than spend a lot of money, and what do? You get nothing. They get out, they don't have any skills, they have no resources, so they reoffend. This is a new process for all the counties. I think we need to keep evaluating programs and continuously improving, trying to find ways to better meet the needs of the offenders. While the state's recidivism rate was at about 82%, our rearrest rate is about 33–39%, and with only 9% conviction rate. So we're doing something positive.
I just want to say something to the young people out there, that they don't have to wait till they're, till they're even 30, 40 years old, 50 years old, because they can get it now and they can do it now for themselves and live a good life. There's a good life waiting for them out there.
And here in San Bernardino County, one of the highest parole revocation counties in the state, probation is having great success.